Hey everyone, it's Alex here from VG247.com, and this is a quick look at Hitman 2, which is coming out new here, coming from Warner this time rather than from Square Enix after they sort of had their divorce. And Kirk's joining me. Hello, Kirk.
Hello.
And this is your video debut, but I understand you really liked the previous Hitman.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I think it's one of IO's best games, other than Freedom Fighters, obviously. But
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you can't not Freedom Fighters really. I wonder if they got that in the divorce. Oh no, was that EA?
I think it was, yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, so yeah, Hitman 2, it's pretty much the same. Some stuff at the top, some housekeeping, as it were. As I was explaining to Kirk, there's no sound because Warner's capture setup at the Electronic Entertainment Expo was a bit screwed. And this is what we walked away with. But we got lovely 1080p video of the game and want to show the game. The other bit of housekeeping I'd say is, so this is not an episodic game. I don't know if you knew this, Kirk.
Yeah, they're releasing it in one chunk, right?
So it's one game. I think they said either 5 or 6 missions, so about the same size as the previous Hitman.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a service game, right? They're still doing
so that
contracts and stuff.
yeah, so contracts, elusive targets, all that stuff just carries on as normal, but it just means when you get the game, you get the full thing, which I think I'm not going to miss the episodic stuff. It was the elusive target stuff that really kept me coming.
I didn't mind the episodic stuff, but it was too long between missions, and you get sick of a mission after a couple of days of it and want to get on to the next one, but you couldn't. And I'm going to enjoy just mainlining it and then maybe going back through the missions afterwards this time.
Yeah, basically, it's I will mainline it, learn the levels, and then I guess that's the thing, you're going to learn them in new ways through the elusive target stuff. But the stuff I want to point out here is, anyway, so this is about half of this mission, so you're going to see some blocks where it just says like end of demo area on doors and stuff like that. But this is, I think it's going to be the first mission, and your task is basically to assassinate one of the F1 car drivers, which is who we're after today, and also to assassinate like a manager or something like that.
This is set in Miami, right?
Yeah, this is set in Miami, and the target is racing around in one of the things. So you'll see me use I forget what they call it, instinct, something like that. And you can see, as per usual, she's highlighted in red, and there she goes. She's zipping around the track. Also, this demo is weird in a few little places because they've sort of replaced some in-game stuff with pre-rendered stuff. And in a minute, it's it's going to crash, but you're not going to see it crash. It's just going to jump cut. There you go. Because, yeah, it was very much a real demo. It was running on Xbox One X. And as you can see, I think the main thing is the crowds are way more dense in this game, and they were pretty dense in the original.
Yeah. Out on the track there, it looked amazing. There's loads of people on screen.
And
all the particle effects falling down as well, the bunting and stuff. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's super nice looking, and I think they've just learned, like, the level design feels smarter. Like, so much has been picked up from the previous game. Like, they haven't really fixed things as much as such, but little improvements like this, like you see the picture there.
Yeah, I was going to say that's new, right? Because it's showing you the security camera on the floor, whereas before you just kind of walk into it and be like, oh shit.
Yeah, so it's showing you well, I don't know if that bit is going to be in every level or if that's specific to this level, but the picture thing will always appear and alert you if you've been spotted by a security camera.
I think if that floor grid was in every level, that'd be a nice addition, because, I mean, you have to have, like, sixth sense to spot cameras in the other ones. You just end up having to go to the security office and kill the tape, but it looks like you can sneak past that quite easily.
Yeah, and maybe that's something where on the harder elusive targets, they'll turn that off as well.
Yeah. Oh, look at that costume.
So, yeah, I wear that later on. But there's a lot of little improvements like that. A lot of small things. The picture-in-picture is used quite a lot in general, actually, just to, like, say you poison a drink and the guy runs off to the toilet. If you don't follow him, it will show you him being sick in the toilet in the picture-in-picture, so you know what's going on.
Oh, cool.
So here I'm picking up some gear. I will say, so here's the thing, and maybe don't do this next time, Warner/IO, but these demos were hugely guided. So there was a guy, so I was playing, but there was a guy sitting next to me who was like, okay, now do this, and I was saying, like, I played like 100 hours of the previous one, I'm alright, man.
They probably just didn't have some of the areas fully developed and stuff, right? So they're just
Oh no, but they're blocked off, so you can't get to them at all.
Right, okay.
So I don't know. I think they were just nervous about because Hitman can be pretty daunting, right?
Yeah. And they know what games journalists are like.
Well, sometimes they might confuse characters or all sorts of things. So
I've never done that in my life.
This is Agent 42. So the same sort of stuff where here I'm obviously gonna, if you haven't played the previous game, this won't be familiar, but if you have, it will. So I'm going to cause a distraction. So you see there's that picture-in-picture again where it's like, oh, you've activated the distraction, so here's a picture-in-picture of the guy that is now coming to look at the distraction. It's just a bit more feedback. So this guy now comes out of this room, and
I thought he was going to flick a coin at his head then, but the fire extinguisher is a much better choice.
A bit better. There's my favourite weapon in this demo is coming up pretty soon here.
Is it a fish?
It is a fish.
Yes.
Yes. So you saw that in the trailer.
Yeah, I've seen Agent 47 holding a fish, and I was just like, that. I want to do that. I want to kill someone with a fish.
This is why I'm upset about this not having sound, because the sound it makes when the fish hits a person is amazing. But we'll come back to that when we get to see the game again.
Can't you kill someone with a cake, a muffin, or something as well?
Well, so did you see the adverts around E3?
Yeah, there's just like Agent 47 holding loads of different tools, but they were all a bit left field.
Well, it's like in the slogan, see demo boundary there. That's what I mean. It's just doors you can't go through.
Think deadly, wasn't
it? Yeah, it was, the slogan was think deadly, and it made me think that maybe these guys get it more than Square did, because I was like, this advertising campaign is perfect for this game.
Is that dude asleep though?
So that dude's asleep.
I was going to say he just didn't mind you dragging his pal past, but it's fine.
No, and so you see here, because I got caught on the camera, I'm going to destroy the evidence. Then that of course is optional, but affects your score, and score's affected by things like how many people you kill, and how many times you're spotted, and all that sort of stuff, how many times you cause an alert, and obviously you're shooting for the best. But already, I mean, do you get a sense that this level's maybe quite a bit bigger than the other ones?
It's hard to tell, because I mean you're in a car park now, right? But then there's the track side, there's the track. I assume. I don't think you'll be able to drive the car, right? But you'll probably be able to get in a car as a racer, and it'll do an automated lap or something like that, I imagine.
Probably. So the thing I'm going to be doing here is disguising myself as a mechanic.
That dude needs killing. Why is he peeking around the corner?
I don't know. There's plots in these games, though, right? Like,
yeah, but
I'm sure there's a side plot about this guy.
I don't know, Alex. Ask you to do one thing.
I know. But yeah, but it's quite a big. The thing is, I don't know how much is beyond the demo boundary, but if there's much more beyond the demo boundary, this is probably as big as the biggest level in the 2016 Hitman, and this is, I think, the first level.
That's cool. It's a really nice looking level as well.
We look at the colours here and stuff, and this VIP area is pretty rammed, like I say, and it feels like there were some areas of the previous game where the party in Paris, the first proper level, it feels like that one had bigger crowds, but they were less unique crowds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks like there's a lot of different kind of mini areas in this as well. You've got like the employee point here where you're going in. Like there's the like behind the track and everything, as well as underneath and the track itself, and then the track side. There's just so much going on. Yeah,
and I don't know. I'm really yeah. So like up here, you've got like a little VIP area where people hang out. You've got bars up here. There's a complete VIP area I'm about to go into that's downstairs. Like it feels like a really much larger level, and the performance is a little bit iffy, which actually surprised me because it's clearly running on the same engine. Same
early
gear.
build though, isn't it? Right? I mean, when's it out?
It is an early build. September or October. It's
they got some time.
Q4 calendar. Yeah. So another thing that's sort of semi-new apparently is before the guys with the dots above their head. So if you haven't played Hitman 2016, you're watching. The guys with the dots are
like
they're better equipped
and stuff, aren't they? They're the ones who can spot you, right?
Yeah, they're more likely to be able to tell, oh, you're not supposed to be here. They can identify you. Like, if you think about it, a security guard is going to know the other people who are security guards, and he's going to go, I don't know you. But they now are, a little bit less omniscient. Like, if you're in a big crowd, even if you're quite close to them, they're not very likely to notice you.
As long as you're blending in, basically.
Whereas if you're in a corridor on your own, they'll be like, aha.
Yeah, and obviously there's them little opportunities you can do, like if you're a waiter, you can wash your glass down, or they're still in the game, I take it.
Yeah, I do a little bit of that upstairs, actually, as a waiter. And you can see little things like when you stand still, you just assume the position of a guard because that's what you are.
That's cool.
And apparently that also helps. And I feel like some of that was in the previous game, but again, all of that feels like every costume now has some sort of unique stuff.
Yeah. I always loved the thing where Agent 47, if you're carrying just a silenced pistol, you just slip it behind his back as you're walking. It just feels really cool.
Yeah, and he totally still does that. And it seems like there's going to be some really, really good methods of killing people too. Like, obviously the girl out on the girl driving. Oh, there's a thing about to happen here that's quite funny. Early build.
Oh.
I'd forgotten that. The girl that's out on the track. So I'm going to use the remote explosive I picked up earlier. And I'm going to take this guy's identity and become a mechanic on her pit crew. And you can imagine what happens then. But there's obviously different options. I was being told, you can snipe her from afar. You can wait until she finishes the race and then perhaps do something while she's on the podium.
Oh wow!
So you've got decent options in terms of taking people down, which is what this game's all about, really.
Yeah.
Right?
Do they still have the opportunities as well? Is that what you're doing now? Is this one of the opportunities?
So, well, that's the thing. That wasn't in this demo, but I don't know if they took that out because they knew that we would be sitting with man from Warner Brothers who was telling us what to do. Because all of this feels like an opportunity, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I liked the opportunities in concept, but they feel a bit guided for me. And Hitman's always about hand-holding. Yeah, Hitman's to me has always been about improvisation, and you figuring it out yourself, and because the levels are like a clock, right? And there's all these gears whirring around, and you just go in and stick a knife in it and stop the gear turning, and then you become one of the gears. And I always loved that about Hitman, but the opportunities, like you say, they were just like do this, do this, do this, and I don't think that's Hitman.
No, and we'll put it this way, they weren't in this build, so maybe they're going to take them out. Maybe they'll be gone depending on difficulty, because obviously the elusive targets and stuff didn't have...
yeah, sure.
Didn't have the... didn't have that stuff. But, I'm looking for
There's just no need to strangle him. Could have knocked him out.
I know. Well, there's my perfect agent.
I was going to say, you're not getting a silent assassin rank, but
I was one of those guys who... I was one of those guys who did perfect... perfect run-throughs on most of the elusive targets. Most, not everyone. I think I failed my third one, and I was really angry with myself.
Is this where you get the fish? Because you're in the kitchen, right? So.
Yes.
You just ignored the fish.
Hang on, got to get the knife first, and then I'm getting the fish.
All right, okay.
Don't worry, the fish is going to be used liberally for the rest of this demo.
Did he just put that fish in his jacket?
Yeah, of course.
You don't carry a fish.
47 can do
do not carry a fish in your waistcoat.
Here it comes.
Bosh, take that. Yes.
I absolutely love it. It's so stupid.
I think that's the thing. His crotch. You just shoved the fish into his crotch.
IO know that this game is fucking dumb too. They know.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Hitman though. It's serious in places, but it mingles with the absolutely stupid. Yeah, it's got
just want to say.
They've got
that's a great
bespoke
logo.
idle animations for each outfit by the looks of it. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And yeah, that's a great fake Jägermeister logo.
There's a nightclub as well. This level's...
This is what I mean. This level's quite... And if you go to the window there, you look down and you can see the track. Yeah. And you can see the cars going around the track. And you can see the live... I assume that's got to be faked, but you can see the live feed of the race up on the screens there.
Maybe they're just using the tech that powers their picture-in-picture stuff.
It might be, but I'm guessing that's probably just a
looping, baked in,
GIF or whatever. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. And like I say, there's loads of this level that's locked off because there's a whole second target.
Yeah.
So here I am, classic Hitman fashion. I've got the rat poison. Rat poison's going in my man's drink.
Whose drink are you poisoning?
So the mechanic.
Right, and you only knew that he was going to get that drink because developers sat there telling you to do it.
Yeah, developers sat next to me and was like, right, we're gonna get this mechanic. We're gonna do this.
I suppose he was there to stop because the first couple of hours of any Hitman level are just like feeling it out usually, aren't they? So
I think also they probably wanted to get people on and off because this demo was about about 20, just over 20 minutes, which means by the time you sat down and had the intro and stuff, it's half an hour. They got a lot of people to get through. So I'm sure they were just like, they didn't want you, because you can wander around a Hitman level for 90 minutes if you want.
Easily. And
so obviously
you can fail a lot as well, can't you? Figuring it out.
Yeah, and I think that's deliberate. Actually, this demo was not focused on shooting and stuff at all. It was just all, sneaking around and poisoning people. Because, Hitman, you go down in a couple of shots.
Yeah.
And I hope that's the sort of thing where Warner doesn't say, oh, can we make it viable for an action playthrough? I really hope that doesn't happen.
It doesn't look like it will be, to me. But I can't see many armed guards around, though, weirdly. I don't think
No, there was some at the entrance. I got frisked at the entrance at the very, very start.
Fish.
This guy's being sick.
Yes. Fish. Bosh. That's never going to get old. Why did he just throw up in the bin?
Yeah, when there's a sink right next to him.
Yeah, and there's a toilet right there. Dirty bastards. There's just no need for that. I.O. Like, what do you do when you're sick? Not
well,
that.
they're Swedish or whatever, aren't they? Are they Swedish? Where are they from? Somewhere around there.
Is that what Swedes do?
Same, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a really nasty comment
Yeah.
now. So now I'm the mechanic. So now I'm making a journey downstairs, and again a whole new area of this map that we're just about to see. So that is actually going down to where getting down trackside. That's what I mean. It just feels like a really, really big map.
Yeah. Does he have a bespoke idle animation as well, or did you not stop?
I don't know. We'll see if I stop at any point. But I remember them saying that basically there was more of that. Obviously, locked doors still. You can.
Yeah.
As you progress through the game, you unlock stuff, so then you'll be able to take stuff into missions that are different. Like, I really hope you can unlock the fish and carry the fish into any level.
Oh, you'd definitely be able to.
So here we go. I'm going into the pit now through this keycard.
Even this looks like a big area.
As you can see on the map,
yeah.
I'm not going to go very far, but that area extends all the way down.
Can you just batter all of these with a fish? I wish you'd done that.
You could
really annoy the developer and just batter them.
But if I had the guy from Warner would have probably snatched the controllers from my hand and kicked me out of the stand. This sort of thing, because I said to him, "Can't you just let me just figure it out on my own?" Or I said to him, "Can I do the snipe?" And he said no. So
yeah, there's probably just bits that they're not ready to show off yet. So
there's just want to point out here. There's a few different types of sabotage. So, God, my throat. So the remote mine that I've just put on is one thing, but you can find sugar and put sugar in the gas tank, which I assume will break the car, which will then get her out into the level to give you other ways to kill her.
Yeah.
And there's other options like that.
You could probably cut the brakes and stuff like that as well, right? Or set an explosive to the car when it goes past, because they've always had them like sticky bombs you can detonate manually.
So that's what's on the car now.
Oh right, okay.
But like there is the option to put sugar in the gas tank, which I assume will just make it break down. And yes, there is an option to cut the brakes.
That guy.
So now
why have you not killed him?
I've technically got her where I want her, but then I noticed this. And I'm like,
how did you not notice him earlier when he was in the corridor?
Well, I noticed him earlier, but he was in an area where he couldn't be.
I want to know what his deal is. Why he's peeking around the corner? He's up to something. That guy.
I seem to recall again. Impossible to tell because there's no bloody sound on this capture. But I seem to recall there was some dialogue that suggested there was a larger plot going on.
Oh, there will be. They've always had like Easter eggs and stuff. He's not a chicken, mate. He's a flamingo.
What, flamingo? Yeah, that's the word. I mean,
you don't get pink chickens, Alex. Come on, mate. Fish.
They're sort of pink when they're being skinned.
Yeah, they're pink when they're dead. Yeah, I suppose. And
so this is, he also got done.
Oh, that is amazing. I hope that's got a bespoke idle animation where you just.
So, you're going to see something you'll enjoy here. In fact, it's a great way to sort of close out this demo. So I've picked up another keycard which is useless, but actually it's not useless, but it's the same keycard that I picked up earlier in the demo elsewhere.
Right.
Which just serves to show you how you can get through what we just did in a number of different ways.
Oh yeah.
But so if I go out here,
That outfit is amazing.
And then take a quick left here. So obviously this is his podium. So I just thought I'd put on a bit of a show for the people.
Agent 47 is such a dickhead.
And they're well into it. See, rounds of applause. They're not watching the race, but they're watching this geezer in a flamingo outfit. Makes
stand on one leg. And look how happy he is. Look at his little face.
47 is a man of many talents. He can stand on one leg for a long time. He can play a drum kit flawlessly, as we learned in the last game. Like,
I love that the snout on that outfit is physics enabled as well. It's perfect.
That's the next gen technology. But yes, we're coming towards the end now, because as soon as I blow up the car, it's over, and that's where that's what I'm coming up towards now. But
so you can just detonate it at any time, really cool. Right?
Yeah. But I wanted to be where you could see the car. Although this is the thing, it cuts to a CG thing. But oh well.
Right.
But yeah, I'm well pumped for this game.
It looks really cool.
It just looks like more of the same, which I'm okay. So here's a few examples. You can snipe. You can sabotage the car, or the podium. In fact. So yeah, I just, as far as I'm concerned, I'm well happy with more Hitman. Like, the last game was my game of the year that year, so I'm a-okay.
It was worth it just for Sapienza, right? That was like a game in itself, and
probably the best level ever made.
Yeah, it's probably the best Hitman level. I mean, Curtains Down's also one of my faves, but yeah, I trust IO to make ace levels, and this looks like a continuation of that. So
no, definitely. I'm well pumped for it, but it's out. I'll tell you what, let's be super professional and just double check when it's out. This is how we roll on Video 24/7. No,
it's out this year.
I was just about to say the 1st of October 2002, but that is the original Hitman 2
is
release
not
date.
out in 2002. I can guarantee that right now.
13th of November.
There we go.
So
November,
not
nice
September. Little end of the
year
game.
There we go.
Loads
of time to polish it up. Then no more walking through doors and all that stuff.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest, that stuff's small stuff.
It's quite funny, isn't it? Let's be honest.
And I feel like I was a bit cursed at E3. Like, even my Cyberpunk demo crashed. So
yeah,
I was clearly carrying the curse with me or something. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, that's Hitman 2, out November, and I'm really pumped for it, and I imagine you and I are going to be fighting over who reviews it.
Yeah, but I'll beat you because I'll have a fish and I'll just smack you around the head of it. So
maybe that'll be the bring a fish to EGX, bring a fish to Eurogamer Expo.
We'll film it as well.
And take me out.
Put it on YouTube.
Right, well, you can look forward to that. If you want to see that, subscribe, obviously. And that's it. So thanks for joining me, Kirk.
No worries. Take care.
Until next time, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.